It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
係奇兄對灰熊。
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, for the Grizzlies, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. And last season...
執皮。
The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. And with pregame...
Well, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, Clark, as we were just talking about, it's an early part of the season, and teams are still adjusting to the players they've got on these rosters. And if you're a coach, how worried are you about wins and losses at this point of the season?
Well, you're always conscious of wins and losses. That's what you're judged on. But you also have to be balanced in your approach, understanding it's a long season and that you're going to be foremanning throughout the season as a team coming together, and that takes time. You just can't rush it. So you can't major in the minors. You got to keep your eye on the big picture and keep working towards who and what you think your team can become.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. She out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gasol, no good. And here are the Rockets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
And, Greg, they were shooting that thing with confidence, boy. Every time they got a clean look from deep, the trigger was pulled. Pow!
First points of the night, and here we go.
Setting the tone early with the first bucket, and we're off.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Parsons for three. It doesn't go for him. So Houston will take it the other way. Here's Harden on the wing. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pumpkin.
Evans kicks to Green. Outside Conley. Back to Green. He tries for three. Rebounded by Capella.
Still can't get anything going here after three tries.
Passes to Chi. It's stolen by Green. Ball against Conley. He feeds it to Parsons. Green with a screen on Ariza. Off the pick. They get the rebound. And Green is right there.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
They double him with Green. Chi passes to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Tell you what, Kevin, there aren't many players who would have even seen that pass, but when we're talking about Chris Paul, he's got unique vision, unlike most anybody else.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nobody near Parsons. No good on the triple. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Chi. It's Ariza on the wing. Pass to Chi. Feeds to Capella. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They set the screen. Evans with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Evans goes in. Good work defensively by Harden.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Parsons comes with a double team. Ariza has the open look. And another 3 for Houston.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense.
歪撚埋咩事？
wanted no part of
唔可以唔好歪啊！可唔可以唔好
Parsons for three.
乜都唔放啊 Risa？
Parsons got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Stolen by Conley. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Conley leading the charge. Count that one.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And we all know that Mike D'Antoni is one of the most respected offensive minds in basketball. You look at his coaching tree, and there are branches all over the NBA. He has a lot of respect from his peers.
I mean, when you have sustained success like D'Antoni has had, the respect comes with that track record of success. D'Antoni has a great working relationship with a lot of other coaches as well.
Knocks it loose. Here's Chi. Can't cash in from close range. He drains the quick shot. Chi's got 6.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Shoots over Capella. Gasol, no good. Houston leading by 8. Here's Chi. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Rockets.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Evans against Harden. Down low. Here's Gasol. Count that bucket.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Stolen by Harden. And here they come. Here's Chi. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 12 points for him. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Hey, Diabo Paul!
Here.
Oh! Oh, man!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. Whoa!
Hey, watch out now. Watch out.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammate.
10個 steal。
Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
拉到你直接出後補啊你！
Conley with it. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. The pass to Chi. Lets it fly from 18. And Houston again with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's about, and what his team needs from him. So he finishes off his chances that are created by guards penetrating. Not flashy, but very effective.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Boy, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly.
Oh!
Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, wow. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Ball's knocked loose. Evans with it, and it's Harden picking him up. The Rockets, another fast break opportunity here. Oh!
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Outside Gasol. Green. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Rebounded by Chi. Chi's got his sixth rebound on the night over Evans. Again, the Rockets score.
And this is why Harden is a top player, an elite player. I mean, somebody who effortlessly sinks shots over intense defense makes him special.
And Capella sends it back. Launches it. And it's Evans missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
Yeah, it's actually palpable, isn't it, Greg? I mean, you can feel it. Every single one of these guys locked in, playing for each other. And that's why they're up.
It's rebounded by Houston.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter.
Give me the ball and get out of the way.
Houston's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg?
冇，仲未有10個 steal 喎，對唔對？
They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Evans kicks to Conley. Green, the screen. And Gasol comes to help. Stolen by Conley. The dish to Gasol. Kicks to Evans. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Chi. Chi's got 8 rebounds in this game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Memphis has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And it's Evans in the corner. That doesn't go either for Evans.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
The 3 is good, and he got fouled in the act of shooting. This could turn into a 4-point play.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Brandon Wright's checked in for the Grizzlies. McLemore has come in for Parsons. The Rockets also changing it up. Nancy's checked in for Capella. Rodney Hood comes in for James Harden. And it's Rose in for Chris Paul. Clark, when you look back at all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy into what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. But authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
To the paint, Evans with the steal.
夠膽我直接衝到籃底啊！屌你！
Tipped away.
Fence Rose.
Watch out now.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys
十個抄截啦！
through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. McLemore with a screen for Gasol. Gasol, a screen on Rose. Conley dishes to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Chi, defended by Gasol.
哇！原地跳起，
Once again, they have taken over this game
哇
physically.
！OK 喎 ，Roddy
Schooling them right now.
Hood，
Taking them to the woodshed, super aggressive and owning the paint.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Conley. Looking to end the drought. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And, you know, Kevin, Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Here's Chi. Got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the
黐
triple.
線！
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
And so it's Houston, able to put on a show for the ages. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, and for Memphis, they're shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Powell is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Derrick Rose.
屌你！
And it's Chi in at the center, locking down the middle. McLemore. The Rockets pull it in. Chi's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Out to Nance.
哇！屌呢個 lens，
Outside Hood. And some nice passing there by Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Powell
射啊
for
，Powell
three.
啊！
And Wright pulls it down. So it's the Grizzlies now. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home.
The edge on the glass is
屌你老味，唯一一個空檔嘅 Larry Nance Jr. 又係唔識三分。
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win
Rodney
a
Hood
little bit more.
Go！
And a wide open look for Hood. Gets a very good look and converts. Hood's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Rockets. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
simply put out of control.
空檔啊，係
This is how
空
they
檔
played
啊，
thus
快啲
far.
俾個
They're
波俾
gonna
佢
have
啊！
to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Outside Conley.
呢度有個大空檔，
Now here's McLemore, guarded by Powell. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And a moment to see numbers for Rose. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And back to his efficiency from 3. As you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. From deep three-point range.
哇
No good. Shot missing. And it's Memphis the other way.
乜撚嘢
They just couldn't come out on top last time they took down the
喂
Rockets. That
喂
one
打
was
空檔
played
打空
down in
檔
Houston.
快啲傳俾
They
佢
really are
傳波俾佢
resoundingly lost the last time
等
they
等
matched up. They got
哎
absolutely
Vince
manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man
死
up
啊
and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and
死
pride inside.
啊
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. 6 points for Rodney Hood.
笑撚死喎，好撚遠啊啱先佢。
And how about the excellent court vision? Just
right.
keeping the defense off
內
balance.
間
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there.
喂
Setting
空
up
檔啊
his
空檔啊
teammate
空檔啊
nicely. And
快
that's
啲俾
really
波
how
俾
you
佢
move
喂
the
喂
rock.
喂
Share that
喂
sugar, man. Share it.
屌你個 level Junior 係仆
No good from outside.
And a big lead for them on both
See ya.
the scoreboard and the
Wow,
backboard
yeah,
thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big
我加
key
咗
in
諗住
this one,
去
Greg. They've
喺籃板
asserted their will and have
空
taken control
檔
on the glass.
啊！
Right side.
哇！多謝晒，多謝晒，多謝晒，送啲數據俾我。
And it's Houston on the break. Rose
Wow.
has capped the ball.
哇火
How
啊
many
！Rose
times have we seen a possession like that
好
from them
慘
today,
啊！
ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
快
Well,
啲
when you
傳波
look
俾
at the
我
assist
呀！
totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Wright kicks to McLemore.
屌，五個夾諗住啱先。
Outside
Không tao à,
Conley
không tao à.
over Rose. Right, the pass to Martin. Will it go?
唉，
And
居
that's
然
2 points on
唉
the
冇
layup.
計冇計，
Wright's
啲腳
got his
步
first points of the game.
太難
How
啦。
about the purpose
Ay, thank
with
you.
which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Put on the wing. The
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
tray. That one goes in for
Whoa,
him,
又
too,
係一個
making
顏
it
射
look
佬。
easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin.
黐撚線，咩顏射佬嘅顏射佬果然。
Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
They need a good
空檔啊
offensive
空檔
possession.
啊！
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brooks with
Damn.
no one around. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the Rockets
Rose.
play at one of the highest paces in the NBA. A lot of possessions for
give me
both
the-
sides as they want as many chances
Shoot.
as they can possibly get to score. Clark, when you think about that, how do you prepare for a
空
team
檔
like the
啊
Rockets if you're
空
their
檔空
opponent?
檔，
Well,
快
there are
啲
a
俾
couple
波
of
俾
things you can
佢。
do.
見到
One
見
is
到
you try to
等
slow
等
them，down, and some teams
屌
are
你唔好
equipped to
屌
do that. Other teams are equally adept at the 3, so you match them shot for shot. But the problem with that is Harden is
喂
really
甩
good
咗
in
個
the
咁大個
half
空檔
court.
俾
And
佢，
even when you take away transition,
就唔好放
he
佢
can
啦，仆
hurt you
街！
in the
等我嚟
half-court
啦，屌！話晒都係對位啊！
Now here is Conley. 5 points in the game.
哇！居然
And the rebound goes
居
to
然
the
block 唔到，
Rockets.
撲佢條
Looked like he
街！
rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
哇！你
Passes
又
it to Chi. To the inside.
OK 喎
Oh, and the
，OK
jam by
喎
Rose.。
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw
係
it
空
down.
檔啊！空
Conley
檔
kicks
空
to
檔
Martin.
空檔啊！
McLemore with the ball. Now guarded by Hood to
What?
end the run. And
Oh.
that one's good. Wright's got
哎呀，
4
出其
points
不
in
意
the
添，你
quarter.
呢個頭。
Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Memphis has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Conley kicks to
入
McLemore.
咗分啦！快啲俾空檔，快啲俾波俾佢，俾波俾佢。波
Outside
屌！
Conley. Here's Wright. Makes
What?
it off the glass.
逼走咗
Wright's
我
got
喂！
his third basket of the night right there.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. Oh, goodness. Mercy, mercy me.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
There's the pick.
又有空檔啦！
Conley kicks to McLemore. Back to Conley. Memphis moving that ball
北嚟啊
around.
，Martin。
Martin with the bucket.
He's known as more steady than
Very
flashy,
nice,
but
Tony.
that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
The kick out to Rose. From outside the arc. Sinks
哇！
the
你又入
triple.
到
Rose has
喎，
got 11 points.
啲三分咁
Defense
撚
has
準嘅
no
係。
answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
嗰啲空檔俾佢，靚靚出嚟，唔好同佢協防，仆街。
From deep, Brooks. Rockets with the rebound. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for 'em.
哇！準啊
Powell,
炮！
that's good.
又抵又好玩啊！我都唔明點解
點
點解暴龍會諗住 sell 鳩
I agree
佢
with you.
啊！
I
好
mean, they
彩
just look comfortable out there, taking what the defense gives them and then capitalizing with no real problem at all.
Martin dishes to Conley. To the middle. Here's right.
哎
Oh,
呀，
that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will
好
retain possession.
慘啊！
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Brooks. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nance. Riza comes in for Norman Powell. James Harden, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And Chris Paul subbed in for Derrick Rose. Harden outside. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
They're up right now because he's been down.
屌呢個三個 blocks 都係得來不易
Man, I
啊
like seeing him catch fire like this.
Conley kicks to McLemore. To the
！Martin 嘅
inside.
空檔都幾難玩，
And Wright gets it to go on the assist from Parsons.
And I like the
果然
fact
都係
that he
要
really
我格
was
先好嘅呢
unfazed
個
by
right。
that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on
呢
defense.
個
Has a real
向
good
後
sense of body
向
control.
後 alley
The Grizzlies
And
shooting
now
just
I tell you,
29%
果
in
然
the
係
second
神
quarter.
技。
The offense is suffering. Conley kicks to Martin.
屌你對 Martin 啊 Martin，
Wright
Martin.
sets a screen for Parsons. Out to Conley. Shot clock at 5. The three ball. Another miss by Conley.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been
哇
totally
屌
dry
你
for
唔
him
跟
in the second.
喂
Ariza,
Wow,
a
ganda,
strong
wow.
finish under heavy pressure all over. Ariza's got 12.
哇！
Man, love the size Ariza has down low, using his long arms to get off shots inside.
Martin with a screen on Paul. Conley the pass to Martin. But they get it back. Martin the screen. Parsons
dear.
for 3. Scores for
估唔
only
到
the
嘅咩？
second
估唔
time
到佢有呢一
tonight.
隻
Now
添。
2 for 6 from the field.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Knocks down the three ball.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3.
而家啲得分佈係點啊？唔計我話，哇 Ariza 居然係
3 triples in that first quarter.
Yeah, you chronicle the career of
空檔啊
Trevor
空檔啊
Ariza.
空
You know,
檔啊
he came into the league primarily as a
咁撚大空
slasher
檔
and transition scorer and a good defender. He's done a nice job reinventing his game as he's gotten older. And now he's much more of a 3-and-D type player, impacting both ends of the floor.
And Parsons gets it to go.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Sensational timing from the athletic forward. Ariza has great chemistry and awareness with his teammates.
喂 Capella 唔好擋住
And
鏡頭。
Ariza is certainly Clark of the 3-and-D
我
mold
哋
as
俾
a
波俾佢
veteran.
係空檔
That is
啊！
often
喂
what
屌你
players on the perimeter
中距離
need
嘅
to
屌
do
你
as their
咁唔
athleticism
厚道
starts to
嘅。
decline.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ariza can still run the floor and occasionally punch it down on you. There's no question about that. You know, it's just now the bulk of his contributions come off knocking down threes. He's had a very long and productive career and has really done a nice job of adapting to whatever his team needs from him.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing
空
their
檔啊
best
空檔啊，
to
好
put
撚
this
大
game
個
out
空
of
檔
reach and in the win
啊！
column.
Martin with the screen for Conley. Parsons
我又係
for 3.
Parsons。
Parsons missing again.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
Looking to get it going.
哇！邊條撲街卡撚住我？
Dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's now 7 points for Mike Conley. Here's Chi, covered by Parsons. Yep, it counts.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean,
空檔空檔空檔見唔到，空檔啊！
I like the mindset.
The feed to Conley.
空檔又係空檔，見唔到空檔。
And here's McLemore looking for his first basket.
可唔可以唔好3分出手咁戇鳩啊？你哋。
It's Ariza on the wing. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
空檔啊！
Conley kicks to Martin. Here's Wright. That shot off the mark.
冇俾佢 block 到
啊！
你 OK 喎
你。 Pass to Chi. In the corner, Harden. His three-pointers off the mark.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead.
哇！1秒添啊！
Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
1秒啊，好。我中意啊，呢個1秒。
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching.
No catching up today.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Houston was looking great right away, showing tremendous urgency and a ton of energy. They got out on a masterful 13-2 run to start out. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held on to that lead with an iron fist, never once giving it up. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
They were not running an efficient.
That's it for halftime.
That's it for halftime. Thank you.